Today I'm going to show you a quick demonstration of Phocas software. Phocas is a business intelligence tool. It brings together data from all of the relevant business systems within your organization. So ERP, CRM, WMS, Excel spreadsheets, and helps users get quick, easy, and more accessible access to the data they need to be successful. So the Phocas tool, it's made up in 3 layers. You have the visualization of Phocas, which is a dashboard, a workspace, a storyboard really for departments or users, individuals. The secondary layer, which sits underneath the dashboards, is the Phocas grid. And this is the real USP where all the magic happens within Phocas. It brings in your data from your existing business systems and allows you to query and slice and dice and drill through your data without having to be an expert in IT or relying on someone internally to produce reports for you. And the third layer, mostly applicable to sort of the IT function, is we give access to Database Designer to allow you to really take control of the solution and start to stream in your own data or build your own databases. And it really gives that self-access, self-serve value, which all of our Phocas customers love. So that's the 3 layers of Phocas. Let's start at a dashboard. And this dashboard has been built around the needs and the requirements and the KPIs and measurements of a traditional sales leader, a sales director, president of sales, really driving that function, looking for new and existing revenue. So dashboards are made up of lots of different widgets, and these widgets, they're all resizable. You can reshape them, you can edit them, you can add them at the click of a button. But the dashboard is designed to tell me a story about what's happening in my business function. So we may start with some headline information here around top level business objectives, but then I may want to start drilling into customer and product and sales team performance, depending on the sorts of insights that I need to get access to. So let me give you an example of how the dashboard comes to life. Perhaps we want to focus here on a particular customer type, IT, on the widget. If I just choose that and click Phocas, what Phocas will do is we'll update the dashboard. But now I have a filter across that particular industry type. So everything I see is relevant and meaningful towards that one isolated area. And perhaps here I can see I've got a customer which is dropping in spend by almost 48% year on year. Maybe I want to drill down and understand a little bit more about what's happened within that account. So again, we can drill and ask a second question. And now I've got the ability to just navigate through that data to understand what product groups the customer has perhaps stopped buying from me and what individual SKU lines I want to go in and talk to that customer about. And the journey continues depending on what you need to see. This could be a dashboard for an individual sales rep. It could be a dashboard for a sales manager. It could be a dashboard which blends in lots of data from lots of different areas within your organization. But perhaps I'm the salesperson. I'm going to go and see this customer. What I want access to is a quick and easy scorecard, which reviews the performance of that client for me. So I'm always forearmed, always forewarned of good things and bad things that are happening. But this scorecard can now be shared in front of the customer. It can engage them in conversation to help me unlock new revenue streams and to also question where things have gone wrong over the time period of my choosing. So that's just a little bit there about Phocas dashboards. And again, the same principle applies if I was looking at stock or purchasing or finance data. But if I jump back to the management dashboard and reset, I'm going to give you a quick view of the Phocas grid here. I can see revenue is up, but profit is down. So what I may want to do is scratch beneath the surface on any one of my widgets in a dashboard. And by doing so, it brings me into this Phocas grid. And within the Phocas grid, I'm now able to see all of my data, drive around that data, navigate through, and ask questions very responsively. So we're looking at the point at which profit has been eroded over the last 12 months. So I'm just going to quickly filter that column to see where most of that margin has gone by customer. And I'll show you just how quick and easy I can start to drill through and uncover more. So those top 3 customers there responsible for most of the margin erosion within the customer base. Let me just focus on those there. And then perhaps what I want to start looking at is those product groups that we've sold to those customers, which have caused us the biggest concern. So LEDs and downlights, by drilling into the product, I now have SKU level information. And if I want to change things like the range, so perhaps from a 3-month view rather than a 12, or in fact, my questioning now revolves around value rather than profit, I have the ability, the flexibility within Phocas just to change the way I see that data really, really quickly. And what I can do is I can save reports here. I can add new widgets, whether that's in the grid or whether that's a graphical illustration of that data directly onto the dashboards of the users that I need to see that data. One final piece before we go is something called matrix mode. Matrix is great at unlocking new revenue streams within your business. So let's take traditional electrical wholesale. They want to target customers that are buying LV lighting but aren't buying their transformers. So by using matrix, it will pivot those two product groups across the top. And I want to see by customer where they've bought either one or both of those products over the time period that I'm going to choose, which is 12 months. So I can see Phocas has given me a list of 1,487 customers that in the last 12 months have bought low voltage and or transformers, but I want to target all of those customers that maybe have zero spend in transformers. So I've unlocked myself a really nice cross-sell opportunity of 279 accounts that in the last 12 months have bought low voltage lighting, but not transformers. Perhaps get a look by quantity, and I've got a really full picture, which I can now export. I might want to add in their contact details and their email, or I can send that out as an incentive to the salespeople. So that's a main look around sales. Phocas is really good at looking at stock and purchasing and finance and Microsoft Excel data. But thanks for watching. Enjoy your day.